Today I'm going to be solving 4024/11 May June 2020. In this paper, you're not allowed to use your calculators. Starting with question 1. It says to write 23/5 as a mixed number. So for that, we're going to divide 23 with 5. 5 fours are 20. And your remainder is 3. Now, to write it as a mixed number, you have to first write your quotient, then your remainder, and then your divisor. So this is how you write it in a mixed number. Next is work out 3/8 divided by 6. So for that, first you're going to take the reciprocal of 6. So to do that, the division sign will be translated into the multiplication sign, and 6 will be written as 1/6. Now you can simplify it. Here you can cut 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. You get this, and then you multiply 8 with 2. So you get 1/16. From the words above, write down all the letters which have line symmetry. Now, line symmetry is when you cut them with a straight line, vertical or horizontal, they'll be similar. So when you cut H with a straight line, it will be similar on both sides. You can write H. Same goes for A. When you cut it from between, it will be same on both sides. So you can write A. And it won't be the same for N or G. But if you cut E horizontally, it will be same on both sides. So you can write E. And it's not going to be the same for R. Now all the letters which have rotational symmetry. Rotational symmetry is when you rotate it, they are exactly the same. So here you can just see when you rotate H, it'll be the same. And when you rotate N, it'll be the same. The next question is the numbers in this sequence increase by the same amount each time. Fill in the missing numbers. So to see by how much they're increasing, you can subtract 1.4 from 2.3, and here you'll get 0.9. So here it's increasing from 0.9. Now let's check it here. Here it's also increasing from 0.9. So the number here should be 0.9 less than 1.4. So we're going to subtract 0.9 from 1.4. You get 0.5. And here, this number needs to be 0.9 more than 3.2. So you're going to add 0.9 here, and you get 4.1. Write 11/25 as a percentage. So a percentage is when the denominator is 100. So here we have 11/25. So we need to make this denominator 100. So what can we multiply 25 with that will make it 100? So to do that, you can divide 100 by 25, or you can just write, you know that when you multiply 4 with 25, you get 100. Now you've multiplied 4 in the denominator, so you need to multiply 4 in the numerator. So here you get 44. So 44/100 can also be written as 44%. So your answer is 44%. Find 12% of 40. So 12% can be written as 12/100. Of means multiplication, and 40. So here you can do some simplification. 0 can be cut from 0. This can be cut on 2's table. 2 6 are 12. 2 5's are 10. So 6/5 into 4. 6 4's are 24/5. And if you want to write it in decimal points, then you can do that. Put a point here, and 5 8's are 40. So your answer is 4.8. The diagram shows an isosceles triangle ABC. Now, an isosceles triangle is when both the sides are same and both the angles are same. And an equilateral triangle. In an equilateral triangle, all four All three, my bad, all three sides are the same. So here, this is an equilateral triangle, so we know that its angles will be 60, 60, 60 because the sum of all angles in a triangle is 180, and when you divide 180 by 3, you get 60. Now, this is an isosceles triangle, so if this is 28, this will also be 28. Now you need to find x. Now, this DCB also makes a triangle, so and CE is a straight line, so you can get this angle by subtracting 60 from 180 and you get 120. So the sum of these three angles must equal 180 because it's a triangle. So x plus 120 plus 28 must equal 180. From here we get x plus 120 plus 128 is 148. Then to find x, you will take 148 to that side. And from here you're going to get 180 minus 148 will give us 32. Okay, Sephora is buying some apples, bananas, and peaches. She can buy packs of 6 apples, packs of 5 bananas, and packs of 12 peaches. She needs to buy the same number of each fruit. Calculate the smallest number of packs of apples, bananas, and peaches that she needs to buy. You can just take the LCM of these three and find it, or you can calculate them separately. So she needs 6 apples, 5 bananas, and 12 peaches. So we need to see what multiple they have in common. So we can write 6, 5, and 12. Now as 12 is the biggest number, let's just start from here. 12. Now, does 12 come in any of these tables? No. 24? No. 36? No. 48? No. 60? Yes. 60 comes in the table of 5 and in the table of 6. So this will be the number we want. So to get 60, to get 60 apples, she needs to buy 10 packs because 6 into 10 is 60. To get 60 bananas, she needs 12 packs because 5 into 12 is 60. And to get 60 peaches, she needs 5 packs because 12 into 5 is 60. So from here, you'll get your answer. You need 10, 12, and 5. So 10 packs of apples, 12 packs of bananas, and 5 packs of peaches. Okay, so here we're going to factorize. So we can take, what can we take in common? We can take a c in common and we can take 3 common. So 3c, we have 2c squared plus 3 left. Now, here we can see that these two are similar and these two are similar. So let's write this together and these together. Now from here we can take 5 and 8 common. And from here we can take minus 2b common. As we've taken minus common, this will be plus. Now y plus x and x plus y is the same thing. So we'll take these together and then we'll take these together. So this is our answer. Okay, PQUV is a square with side 6 centimeters. So if this is 6, this is 6, this is 6, and this is 6. QRST is a rectangle with width 4. So if this is 4, this is also 4. The area of the square is equal to the area of the rectangle. Work out the perimeter of the shape, this whole shape. So for the perimeter, we need a sum of all sides. Now we don't have this side and this side. So let's call this x for now. It says here the area of the square is equal to the area of the rectangle. So the area of the square is 6 multiplied by 6. And the area of the rectangle is 4 multiplied by x. So 6 into 6 is 36. and here our x is 9. So if x is 9, so this part will be 3, because if this is 9 and this is 6, the rest of this would be 3. If to find the perimeter, we're going to add all of these. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 3. So when you add them together, 6, 12, 18, you will get 34. Write the ratio 75 grams ratio 3 kilograms in its simplest form. 75 grams over 3 kilograms. So let's convert it in the same unit. 75 grams over 3 into 1,000 grams. So 75 over 3,000. Now let's simplify it from table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 2 carries here. 5 fives are 25. 5 6 are 30. Simplified by 5 again. 5 threes are 15. 5 ones are 5. 5 twos are 10. So that's simplified by 3. 3 ones are 3. 3 fours are 12 and 0. So we get 1:40. In a tennis club, the ratio number of junior members to the number of senior members is 7:10. There are 18 more senior members than junior members. Calculate the total number of club members. So we'll take J as junior and S as senior. The ratio is 7:10. So from here we get this. And it says there are 18 more senior members than junior members. So junior members plus 18 would equal the senior members. So here we have two equations. So from here we know S is J plus 18. So let's put it here. We'll open this. We'll take the 7J here. So we get 42 junior members. Now the number of senior members are 42 plus 18. So we get 60. The question is the total number of club members. So we need to add 60 and 42. This will give us 102. Okay. The table shows the height of a plant in centimeters and the number of days after planting. So here we have number of days and height. On the grid, complete the scatter diagram. The first 5 points have been plotted for you. So we need to plot these 5 points. First we have 51 and 10.8. Let's zoom in. So 51 this is 50. So somewhere here would be 51, and we have 10.8. So 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, 10.5. So here we have 10.8. Now my pen is a bit thicker, so when you're plotting, make sure you're using a sharp pencil. Next we have 62 and 11.3. So if this is 60, this is 62, 11.1, 11.2, and 11.3. Next we have 68 and 11.4. So here is 68 and 11.4. 73 and 11.8. So this is 70, 72, and 73 will be somewhere in between, and 11.8, and 5, this is 11.3. And the next is 80 and 11.8. So this is 80 and 11.8. Okay, what type of correlation is shown on the scatter diagram? Now, as the number of days is increasing, so is the height. So it's a positive correlation. So you're going to write positive. Draw a line of best fit. Now, it's hard for me to draw a line here because I don't have a scale. But what you need to do is make sure the maximum number of points fit in a line. And if they don't fit, there are equal points on the upper side of the line and the lower side of the line. So something like that. Well, this is a very bad line, but you get the general idea. Can the scatter diagram be used to predict the height of this plant 100 days after planting? Give a reason for your answer. So here you can see that the graph stops at 80. So we cannot predict what happens after 100 days. So here you'll write no as the graph stops at 80 days. Okay. By writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of this. So 20.86 can be written as 20 because one significant figure. 9.64 can be rounded up to 10 as 10 is also one significant figure. And 2.47 can be rounded down to 2. So by PEMDAS, we know that we'll do division first. So 20 minus 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 20 minus 5 is 15. Adil observed the number of people in each of 20 cars entering a car park. The results are shown in the bar chart below. Here are the number of people, and this is the frequency. So part A is write down the mod. So the mod is any number with the highest frequency. So you can see 2 is the one with the highest frequency. So our mod is 2. Calculate the mean number of people in each car. So to calculate the mean, you multiply the number of people with the frequency. We'll start with 1 into 2 plus 2 into 7 plus 3 into 4 plus 4 into 3 into 6 as it's 6, 4 into 4 and 5 into 1. And it is divided by the total, and here the total is 20, so you'll divide it by 20. So 21 is 2 plus 14 plus 18 plus 16 plus 5. So we get 30, 48, 50, 55. And then you simplify this. You can cut it by 5's table. And it's better to write the mean in decimal points. So you get 2.75. During 2018, the population of a village increased from 200 to 250. Calculate the percentage increase. Now to calculate a percentage increase or decrease, the formula is the change divided by original multiplied by 100. So here our original is 200, our new is 250, and our change is 250 minus 200, which is 50. So 50 divided by 200 into 100. So you get 25%. Okay, The next part is the length of a rectangle is increased by 10%. The width of the same rectangle is decreased by 10%. Find the area of the new rectangle as a percentage of the area of the original rectangle. So this is our rectangle. So its area before is x into y. Now the length of the rectangle is increased by 10%. So the length y is increased by 10%. So 10% of y plus y will be the increase in 10%. We can write this as and then the width of the same rectangle is decreased by 10%. So here it's x minus 10 over 100 x. So we get x minus 0.1 x, which will give us 0.9 x. So now the area is 1.1 y multiplied by 0.9 x. So you can do the multiplication on the side. So you get 0.99. Now it's said to find the area of the rectangle as a percentage of the area of the original rectangle. So 0.9, sorry, xy. 0.99 xy over xy into 100. So xy will be cut from xy and we will get 99%. In a survey, some students were asked about their favorite type of music. They could choose classical, folk, reggae, or rock. The following relative frequencies were calculated from the results. 300 students took part in this survey. Calculate the number of students who chose reggae. So when you have relative frequency, you should know that the sum of all of them should be 1. So to calculate this, let's just write this as x. This should all equal 1. So let's find x first. So 9, 10, 16. So we get 0.76 plus x is equals to 1. To find x, we'll subtract 0.76 from 1. 4, 2. So x is 0.24. Now it says that 300 students took a survey. So it's 0.24 of 300. So to find how many, the total number of students, we need to multiply 0.24 with 300. So our answer is 72. I will continue the next half of the paper in the next video.